Welcome to the Morning Update. I'm Erin Roan. More than 160 people are dead and hundreds of others have been injured following an earthquake in Indonesia's West Java province. The 5.6 magnitude quake hit about 75 km southeast of Jakarta. An Indonesian Red Cross representative says the team is working hard to get help to those who need it most.
Of course, first days of any disaster of such a scale, all the figures will be very preliminary. So during the first aid is provided, health needs are met. Also, emergency shelter is provided where is needed.
Authorities say more than 13,000 people have been displaced. There's been fiery debate in federal parliament over the government's decision to join the UN's Climate Damage and Loss Fund. Countries at the COP27 conference agreeing to help pay poorer nations so they can cope with the impacts of global warming. Opposition leader Peter Dutton probing the PM on why we're taking part, though.
The government has just signed up to funding a $2 trillion loss and damage climate fund, which will send money overseas and beyond our region. Prime Minister, doesn't charity begin at home? And when will you start helping Australian families instead of giving away their money?
A blow for residents across some flood-ravaged towns in the New South Wales Central West. Homeowners claim to have received letters and calls from insurers telling them their flood protection policies won't be renewed. Many say they will be forced to move. Australian academic Sean Turnell has thanked his supporters and the Australian government for bringing him home. The Economist posting to Facebook saying those closest to him always had his back, even in his darkest hours. He was held in a Myanmar prison for 650 days after being arrested in a military coup last year. And a major milestone for NASA, its Orion capsule has reached the moon and will spend a week orbiting with test dummies sitting in for astronauts. It is the first time a capsule has visited the moon since the Apollo program 50 years ago. To sport now, brought to you by Ladbrokes. And at the World Cup, England has secured a 6-2 win over Iran, while the Netherlands beat Senegal 2-0. And David Warner is pushing for a decision on his leadership ban, claiming he's been left to feel like a criminal. The former vice-captain was banned for life following Sandpaper Gate in 2018, but that decision can now be overturned thanks to a change in Cricket Australia's code of conduct. Warner says he just wants an answer.
It's disappointing that when you make a decision in 2018, it's in 4 days, and then this takes 9 months. So that's the hardest thing. It actually makes me look like I'm campaigning, which I'm totally not. So from my perspective, that's where it's been disappointing.
And for even more sports news, make sure you check out the Sports Update. You'll find it wherever you're listening to this show. In entertainment news, an Elton John fans got a bit more than they bargained for while watching his US concert on Disney+. It appears that the closed captioning feature was hacked, with the words Donald Trump mixed in with the song lyrics during the live broadcast. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcasts team. We'll see you later on for another episode of The Update.